Bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
So what's going to stop the market, if anything? I still think banks are in very good shape. People are always trying to be doomy and gloomy.
Really? Gloomy and doomy. How about doomy and gloomy? What are you, nuts? Oh, we're going to have this. The economy is improving, we're being told. Every day. Listen to this.
The economy is actually improving.
Really? It's really improving? You know, I got to tell you, I've never seen people, our country, our workers, the folks, Main Street, being fed such a bunch of crap about how we're going to get back. We're getting back to normal. We're going to get back to normal. Everything's wonderful. We're going back to normal. We're right there. We're almost there. And the economy is going to just boom.
The economy is going to boom.
Yeah, just going to boom, boom. Why don't they just, every time they say that, why don't they just play the Sound of Music theme song? Yeah, now tell us about the boom.
We're on the verge of a gigantic boom.
There we go. Then that's better. Let's just we'll play the Sound of Music. Everything's going to be terrific. You know, I don't care what catastrophe, whether it's a hurricane, tornado, war, nothing gets back to normal. After World War II, Europe never got back to normal. They're still not at normal. That's how life is. You don't get back to normal. And you know, they never talk about this. Poverty is going to increase by 20-30%. Because when the people get back to work, a lot of people aren't going to be full-time. They're going to go back part-time. And some of the people aren't even going to get their job part-time. They're going to go to poverty. You go from full-time to part-time to poverty. But many people aren't even going to get their job back, their full-time job. They're going to start out at part-time. And the people already part-time are going to get laid off. They're not going to get back at their job. It's the way it works. I mean, it's just amazing. And so I had a laugh. When the market, you look at the market yesterday, market went nuts because of the job numbers on Friday. The market was closed on Friday, but they gave the job numbers. And then yesterday, the market went up 400 points and settled down about 350 points. What are you, nuts? But here's what's interesting. If you go look at the big tech stocks, why did they tank to begin with? Big tech stocks are tanking because the big tech stocks did terrific during the COVID. People locked themselves in their homes, watching Netflix, ordering computers. Big tech, big growth stocks did terrific. But they also didn't have high yields, high interest rates. But when you start moving these interest rates up, as we've seen, and they lost their leadership, remember, they lost their leadership, the big tech stocks, because of higher yields. They did great in the pandemic, but you start raising those interest rates, the big tech stocks get hurt. They get hurt. So yesterday, the yields on a 10-year Treasury were between 1.68 and 1.7. When those yields hit 1.5 or 1.6, the tech stocks tanked. Oh, but I see. So because of the job numbers on Friday, that means everything's okay. So they rallied hard one day, just one day, no follow through today. What a joke. So they rallied hard because of the job numbers. What you got is you don't have investors going into those big tech stocks that rallied yesterday. They went up 350 points. They pushed the market up. You got speculators coming in. You got people that don't know what the hell they're doing. These are the same people that got killed in the dot-com crash. Did the same thing. As soon as the dot-com crash started to go down, they thought it was over, and they all come from somewhere. They're never in the market, but then all of a sudden they jump in. Oh boy, I'm going to buy Google. I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to buy Amazon. I'm going to be a millionaire. They all jump in, thinking, they keep hearing the names. They've been hearing those names since they took over, since 2013, since they took the lead of the market. Now they're all jumping in. They all jumped in on Monday. And they had this, and the word was out on Thursday, and then Friday, before we got the numbers, we're going to have 1 million. There's going to be 1 million new jobs, pushing up every stock. Wait a minute. How can you have big tech stocks going up at the same time how can you have Netflix going up at the same time you got Rice Krispies going up? It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. One's defensive. I mean, you go buy Rice Krispies or Clorox or these defensive stocks if you think the economy is going to be bad. Right? That's when you buy them. So they're going up thinking the economy's going. Well, you don't buy those stocks if you think the economy's going to be good. And people are dumping their treasuries, making yields go up because they're buying into this, everything's going to be wonderful. So they got, the fake Business News Network got everybody just bolting towards stocks. Buy stocks. Everything's going to be wonderful. We're going to have this big recovery. We're going to go back to normal. And that's what we saw yesterday in the tech. And if you don't know how to get out of a stock, you don't know when to get out of a stock, you're screwed. I tell you that every day I go on the air. 85% of you people never make money in the stock market, and I'm talking just to you, nobody else, just you. You're with the 85% group. You 85% of the people never make money in the stock market. At the end, they always lose. Oh, sure, your 401k will keep going up. Everything goes up at one time. When all you're doing is you have the Federal Reserve coming in. They put $4 trillion in. $4 trillion into going in and buying all the mortgage-backed securities from the banks to keep pushing up the banks. They've been going to all these large companies who are going to bankruptcy, and they buy anything they have, their securities, so they can give them cash, keep them alive, keeping everybody alive, trying to keep everybody going. No, we're not back to normal, and there's not going to be a normal. So while this market is going up, yeah, you want to be in it. You want to take advantage. I don't sit there and say to my members, let's not buy stocks. They'll tell you. Every time they come in with an excuse to push the market up, what do I tell them? Buy power stocks. Buy power stocks. Stocks that are making new highs. Because if you buy a tech stock that was at, let's say at 100, and it dropped down to 80, you don't buy that tech stock from 80 to 100. You got overhang. You got all these sellers between 80 and 100. Go find a stock that's breaking out to a new high. You don't have any overhang. You got all these people coming in, and they're buying all these tech stocks that have overhang, and they're not going to make money with these tech stocks. And remember, this was yesterday we had the rate. What happened today? The market's down 100 points. There's no follow-through. What's that mean? That whole thing yesterday was a dud. It's just amazing. They're being told how quickly people are getting back to doing things like they used to, like eating out in restaurants and going on vacation, and everybody's running to the mall now, spending money. Really? And the reason because they got all this extra money saved. Oh, really? No, they don't. Most of those people with that extra money, when they locked themselves in their house, they spent it on streaming services or Netflix or big ticket items like washing machines and furniture or computers or even a car. I never heard such garbage.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
UBS is predicting a major loss for retailers, even though more states are opening up. 80,000 stores to close, they say, even after the pandemic ends.
Retail sales continue to set new record highs.
So which one is it, right? Don't trust them. Again, welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang free for 10 days. You get my color-coded chart, tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add to your position, when to take off your position, and when to run like hell. But better yet, as we enjoy these big fake rallies and take advantage of them, especially by what we call power stocks, stocks that are making new highs, take advantage of it. All they're doing is extending the pain. This rally that we're having, because of all this different stimulus they're going to be doing, probably another 3 or 4, will keep pushing the market up. It just gives us a better crash. But the idea, like I told you yesterday, unless you have control, you're never going to make money. You're going to get out at the wrong time. You're not going to ride this market down making money by shorting because you panic. You're going to panic. That's why people lose money. Markets crash because of panic. If people stop panicking, the market wouldn't crash. But the only way you can stop panic is with control. So my members have control because they understand how to read the chart that we designed for them. It's color-coded. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add to it. But the most beautiful thing about the charting, and try for 10 days. You can see, if you think I'm lying, making all this up, try for 10 days. If you think it's a lie, making it up, email me and tell me I'm a liar and I'm making it up. And I've never got one that said that. Not one. It's not a lie, and I'm making it up. If you read the thing correctly, with the color code, It will always let you know in advance when the money's being pulled out of an individual stock or the money's coming out of the market as a whole. Now, the market, as I say yesterday, how could you have, going up yesterday, big tech, when you got going up yields from 0.58 to 1.7, 1.71, 1.72? That's a bad environment for big tech. They loved the pandemic. The pandemic, they made a fortune, the big tech stocks. They didn't have yields to fight against. But when interest rates go up, it hurts the big tech stocks. Doesn't help them. They hate higher yields. So why would they go up? Just because they're saying that we had 913,000 new jobs? And this is another thing. Biggest job number we ever had. Biggest job number in history. Biggest job number for 10,000 years. Wait a minute. Because you're coming from a lower position. It amazes me what I hear. We're going to have a GDP growth of 10%, 10%. Then how come we haven't had a 3% GDP growth annually since 2005? Are you telling me after the market and after the economy and our economic growth dropped 31%, it's going to go from down 31% up to 10% and stay there and maintain it? Then how come since 2005 we haven't been able to hold the 3% and even at 2.8, 2.5 under Obama and under Trump, they couldn't even hit 3%, but yet they both called their economies the best ever. So what, 10% is going to be super dynamic, it's going to be fantastic, it's going to be unbelievable? How are we going to have this unbelievable, incredible, marvelous, just jump for joy economy of growth of 10% when under Obama, everybody who loved Obama, and under Trump, everybody who loved Trump, both said they had the best economies in the world, and they never hit 3%. How are you going to get to 10%? You're not sustainable. What's going to happen is because, again, you drop down a hole. If you dig a hole 30 feet deep, and then you climb out, you got to get out 30 feet before you get back to where you were. But a guy who got down is going to say, oh, I'm all the way back up. This is unbelievable. Look, I went up 30 feet. That's historic. No, dummy. You first fell 30 feet. You only got back to where you were. Oh, I went up 30 feet. I thought I set a record of getting myself out of a hole. Oh, I see. You set a record, get yourself out of a hole, but you dug a hole 30 feet deep. You fell in it. Then you climbed down 30 feet, and you thought, oh, you're going to be in the Guinness Book of Record because you set this new record of getting out of a hole. It's the same thing with GDP. If we went down 32% and you come back up, you go, wow, look at this. Aren't we on fire? No, you're not. What people don't understand is that this market, if you go back to 2008 to 2013, when the market crashed in 2008, what drove the market from 2008 to 2013 was the Federal Reserve. They put in actually did more than that. We use those numbers, but they put in $12 trillion. If they didn't put the $12 trillion in, the market never would have went up. They put in $3 trillion or $4 trillion just to purchase bonds to keep interest rates down to zero so they could loan the money to the banks at zero so they could buy their own stocks back for themselves so they could push up their salaries by pushing up their stock. Who else benefited? Nobody else. The people who worked at those companies never benefited. Main Street never benefited. The shareholders benefited. Not talking about the little shareholders in 401k because they screw you in the 401k with fees they steal from you. You don't even know it. So, but think about this. The only reason why it went up because they put trillions of dollars into the market. If they didn't put the trillion in, the market would have never went up. I mean, and just think about this. Think about this. We had a rally. We had a rally from February, when the market dropped on February 20, 2020 because of the pandemic, I won't get into why it was, but and then it stopped on March 20, 2020. It dropped 34%. Dropped 34%. And then it rallied all the way back up again. In spite of the fact that we had a global pandemic, killed more than 500,000 people in the United States, eliminated 26 million jobs, yet the market rallied 32%? What are you, nuts? How?
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. philsgang.com. Remember to subscribe to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel to get both my live and archived radio shows. Also, my free Phil's Take on the stock market. Also, sign up and get a free 10-day chart and membership trial. That's right. Free chart. Free membership for 10 days. And then every day at 2 o'clock, we post our portfolio that our members follow. Our portfolio. Steve will post it. And we have a video on our portfolio. Tell you what to do with each one of the stocks in the portfolio. Does anybody else do that for you? Of course not. But we do. Tell you exactly what to do. And people love it. They don't have to learn anything. They don't want to. Just follow the video every day. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell, and when to short your stock. And shorting's a fabulous thing. Wall Street always scares you away from shorting because that's the last thing they want you to do is selling a stock. That's what shorting is, selling. They always want you to buy. This is going to be one of the most fantastic market crashes ever. When it occurs. Oh, it's going to occur. If anyone thinks this market crash is not going to occur, all that's happening is being extended. And what's it doing? How are they extending it? Printing and printing and printing and printing all this money. The Federal Reserve now prints this money and has given over $8 trillion in just stimulus right now. Be up to $8 trillion in stimulus. That's insane. What does that do? That destroys the value of each dollar in your pocket. It's called inflation. And your wages aren't going up. So when I hear how people are saving all this money because they are locked in their home and now they're taking all that money they saved and they're going out to spend it, that's just a bull-faced lie. Not true. And for most companies, they're saying, oh, you know, the yields are going up again. Yields are going up again. That's a good thing. That's good. Americans are getting back to doing what they usually do, eat out at the restaurants. They're going on vacations. They're going to malls and spending. Sales are flourishing. This is what they're telling us, the Fake Business Network. Because all this money is built up in their bank accounts during the pandemic. We have all this pent-up demand now. People are going to go spend like wildfire. No, they're not. Those people were laid off. Most of those people using their $1,400 check to pay their back bills. Why do you think we have so many people in forbearance? Stop listening to this. Yes, when the market is going up, you want to participate in this market going up, and we put you in the right stocks. If you jumped in yesterday in these big tech stocks yesterday, wrong. You made a bad decision. You made a bad decision. Now, if you wanted to jump in, if you wanted to get into a stock, I'll give you an example. Let's say yesterday we had Facebook. That broke out to a new high. I would have no problem buying Facebook because there was, when it broke out, there was no sellers above them. No sellers. It was making an all-time new high. That's what you want. But I certainly wouldn't have bought. I would bought Facebook instead of Apple. Because Apple got destroyed. Apple's now trading $126. If you put it up on a chart, this has got to get to $143 before it makes a new high. Think about that for a minute. So you got to get, well, let's see, you got to get from 126, let me give you the right number, to 145 before it makes a new high. Now, what? That's a 15%. You know what you got to do to make 15% to get up 15%? And here's the problem. Between the 126 and, let's say, the high at 145, that 15%, you got to plow up through all those people who are saying, if I get half my money back, I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell. And the yields are going higher and higher because a lot of people thinking this is going to be a great economy are dumping their bonds, selling it, and the treasury yields are going up and up and up. And that's killing these big tech stocks. Why I think Apple's at 126.39 instead of making a new high. Now, for my traders who are experienced, we know one thing. Go ahead and buy it at 126.35 when it turns green. It's red right now. And we're going to have a short covering. So it's going to probably move it up 10% or 5%, 8%, whatever. And we can ride that little wave on the way. It's called short covering. But I never would use it as a long-term investment. Instead, I would rather buy Facebook because when it broke out yesterday at $300, it has nothing above it. No sellers. So every time they rig this market to go up, make sure you get into a stock like Google yesterday. That was the best stock to get in. Another one. It broke out and made a new high. That's the one you want to get into. Microsoft broke out and made a new high. Those are the ones you want to get into. The ones that, now, but I wouldn't get into Amazon because you got a problem with Amazon. You got all these sellers between $3,229 a share and $3,450. But see, you wouldn't know that. People just think, I got to get Amazon. Look, Amazon, God, look at it. I got to get into Amazon. It was a $3,450. Now it's a $3,220. Oh, boy, I'm going to get rich. I'm going to get rich. And people who do that have no idea. The reason they dropped is because the 10-year Treasury yield keeps increasing. And it's going to keep increasing as long as the fake business news network keep telling you everybody that we're going back to even a better economy. It's going to get it. We're going to have a growth of 10%. When Obama's was 2.8 and Trump's was like 2.9. And they said those were the best economies ever. But we're going to go to 10%. We're not going to 10%. Yeah, we'll hit 10%, but it'll never be sustainable. This is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, yes, you want to buy stocks that are making new highs, like NUE, Nucor, making a new high. Won't be any sellers about. One of the best stocks to buy that we have our members in are the industrials, ETF, the industrials. You can buy it around $100 when it makes a new high. It's right there. Why would you buy something that's at 88 and you got to get to 99 before it makes a new high? What do you think is between 88 and that 99? You got all these people that got crushed in this market collapse, and now they're saying, I'll get out if I get half my money back. That's how it works. But this global pandemic, think about it, kills 500,000 people in our country, 26 million jobs gone. We still have 12 million people who are still not working. Still not working. Boy, they don't say anything about that, do they? They've been financially engineering this market to come back. And that's what you should take advantage of. But to take advantage of it, you got to know when to get out of the stock. We have on our platform where you just click the button. I'm doing it right now. You go right over to this little tag that says show yellow warning. Click on. And now, if you buy any stock right now and it turns yellow, it's telling you, it's giving you an advance warning. If the stock is going up, it's giving you an advance warning. Money is starting to flow out of it. Can you do that with your chart? No, you can't. If you can, I don't know why, because I have a patent. So if it turns yellow, it's telling you, heads up, heads up. Even on our tracker, we have a mutual fund tracker. You can, and that's free for 30 days. You can use that. For people who have mutual funds, they never had that before. A mutual fund tracker. It works beautifully. It tells you exactly what to do with your mutual fund. It tells you, hey, you will get an email that tells you, hey, you got a problem. You got a problem with your mutual fund. You better pay attention to it. And you go look, and if it broke through a certain line, it's telling you, hey, you better get out. Do you have that now? No. You just stay in and lose money. You got to know when to get out of these stocks to enjoy a rally. You can't enjoy a rally unless you know when to get out.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days, philsgang.com. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Welcome Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Then go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Just think of the trillions and trillions of dollars they've thrown at this stock market since 2008. And think of the trillions. We already have, $4 trillion just in stimulus right now. Just $4 trillion stimulus alone. And they're not done. We're going to be at $8 trillion very soon. I mean, and here's the thing you got to understand. For you people who are just tech freaks, okay, that you go nuts over tech stocks, you got to be in them, because you're going to be a millionaire being in them. Please remember this. Every stock has its day. And the big tech stocks, I don't care if it's Amazon, Netflix, Apple, I don't care if it's Tesla. We shorted Tesla, and I hope you listened to me. I said, let's short it. Now we'll buy it again when it's ready to go back up. We just got a little bit of green in it now. They said a little money's going in it, but it's not ready to buy yet. But remember, all these guys have huge, out of this orbit, huge valuations. They're nuts. Tesla has a valuation that's insane. So when you have these big tech stocks with these big valuations, those are so vulnerable to when yields keep rising on the treasuries, on the bonds. And they rise when people who buy in to the BS of the fake business news network that we're coming back to a normal. We're getting normal. Back to normal means there then never was a COVID-19 problem then. That's what back to normal is. Acting like we never had a COVID-19. Back to normal means like for the guys who are in gals in World War II, there was never World War II. Never Vietnam. Back to normal. Do you think our men and women who went to Vietnam and came home went back to normal? They're not back to normal. Their lives will never be normal. If you got caught in a hurricane, do you think your life is normal? Never be normal. That's how life is. It's never normal. You have to adapt now. You make changes in your life. Big tech stocks aren't normal. They have valuations right now that are at nosebleed levels. And you got to understand. I don't care if it's Netflix. I don't care what big tech stock it is. Yields going up. And how do they go up? People dump their bonds or treasuries, thinking the economy is going to get better and better. They're listening to these idiots, okay, like Kudlow.
The economy is going to boom in the months ahead.
He's never been right, this guy, in his life about the economy. Never. Boom. Oh, I don't doubt you're going to have part of the economy. Oh, yeah, it's going to go up. But the word is sustainable. When you invest, you got to, in anything, car, house, I don't care what, you got to understand, is that value sustainable? That's what you have to look at. And stocks, sustainable? Are you out of your mind? Are you nuts? When the only way they got stock prices from $10 to $120 is by printing $8 trillion and sticking it into the stock market. All fake. They didn't go up because of earnings. So everybody is now buying into this. Everything's fantastic. So then tell me, why is the market down 135 points? This is what I told my gang members yesterday. I said, look, don't chase the big tech stocks. If you're going to go after a tech stock, find the power stock. It's making a new high. And that's what any stock right now, you got to buy the power stocks. You know, they sit there and they tell us, and always remember this, that these valuations of your big tech stocks that you're falling in love with, when they sell these treasuries, these high valuations and these high yields are going up, that's like kryptonite is to Superman. But yet they're going to tell you, we're on our way. Yeah, we're on our way. We're going to have a normal economy. And if next few months, everything's going to go back to normal. We're going to have this wonderful recovery. And then more people are going to sell their treasuries. Now, understand what's going on. The more they sell this garbage, the more people are going to sell their treasuries. That means the higher the interest is going up. Now, in a normal market, when salaries are going up, if you have interest rates going up, that tells you the economy's getting better. If you have a normal stock market or economy where you're getting good wage increases, where your CEO is doing good business investment, he's taking his profits, plowing it back into his company, he borrows money, plows it back into the company, and you have new machinery, new equipment, so you can really produce, and then so he can give you a raise. That's great. That's wonderful. But none of that's happening. That's not what moving stocks up. What's moving stocks up is the Federal Reserve, a bunch of gangsters, are pushing the market up since 2008 by printing money and dumping it in. And what nobody understands is the more they print, the more they're destroying your dollar. They lie to you every day as to the value of the dollar. So all these stocks that you're looking at right now, these tech stocks, if you're going to buy one that's making a new high. But just know when to get out. See, it's easy to make money in the stock market. Anybody can make, especially this market. How can you not make money in this market? Every day the market's making a new high, new all-time high. How can you not make money? In the long run, you never will. People in 401ks, you're not going to make money. You're not going. If you got a mutual fund, you're not going to know when to get out. Do you think you're going to know when to get out? Tell me when you should get out of your mutual fund. Now, we did create a chart that shows you that tells you that sends you a warning. It sends you a warning. It tells you, gives you a notification. Action must be taken. Action must be taken. Wouldn't you love to have that right before the crash of 1987? Wouldn't you love to have that before the dot-com crash? Wouldn't you love to have that during the housing financial crash, where you get a warning that's telling you, it's saying to you, action must be taken on your mutual fund? And it's so accurate. It's so easy. There's a little video that goes with it. It takes 2 minutes. Read it. Watch it. For anybody that has mutual funds. I don't care if you have a 401k with the mutual funds inside it. If you have mutual funds, I don't know how you would not want this thing. Now, for everybody else, like my gang members who are devout investors that want to make money in the market, they don't want to go into horrible mutual funds where they screw you every day on fees. That's all mutual funds are, especially 401k. They screw you every day on fees. $250 billion. $250 billion a day they screw people on fees. Can you imagine that? Unbelievable. Now, the other stocks that we were looking at to buy are the dog stocks on the other end. Stocks that have been beaten way down, and they can't go down any further. In other words, you wait for big down days, and then when the big down days come, the stock doesn't go down, you test it 2-3 down days. It doesn't go down like Walmart. So we started to buy Walmart. It turned green. Walmart was down to a low of around 126. We bought around 134. Okay, that's when it turned green. It's now 140. Now, yes, it's got overhang, but we already got a 5% gain. And who's pushing the market up? Why is it going up? Not earnings. It's going up because people who sold it short are buying the stock. They have to. If I sold the stock short from 155 and it went down to 127, I can't make any money till I buy the stock first. It's called covering my short. That's what pushes up the stock. So you want to be buying stocks that are going to have heavy short covering. But what you want to know is let it turn green before you buy it, like Walmart, and let it tell you when to get out, that the short covering is done. If the short covering is done at 142 and you made 7%, 8%, get out. You want to catch the short covering of what we call a dog stock, a stock that's been beaten down that can't go down any further. And we tested it. Okay, so it can't go down. It means everybody that's sold it. The selling is done. That's one. Another one is our gold, AU. Do you know our gold has already gone, AU has gone from $20 up to $23.20, turned green. And gold is going to go up because the dollar right now is coming back down because they're killing the value of the dollar with all the printing of the money. So there's going to be great opportunity in these gold. Another gold mining stock, AUI. So we always know what stocks to be in, but more important, what stocks to be out. So check out our gang membership. It's free for 10 days. Our color-coded chart's free for 10 days. And our mutual fund, the scanner, it tells you when the hell to get out, okay, is available for 30 days free.
Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.